let's continue. The sum of the first 9 plus the next 4 is 71. So that means the addition of the sum now is going to be what? The sum of the first 9 plus the sum of the next 4. You know that the sum of the first 9 is what? Is 72. The sum of the next 4 is what? 71. So that means if I add this together, that means I'm going to have the sum of the 13 term, which is going to be the addition of this plus this, that's 143. Do you get that now? So I'm going to say that my n in this case is now what? Therefore n is 13 now. So I'm going to use that n to generate the second equation so I can find my AP. Now let's look at that. To generate that, I will have S13 equals to 13 all over 2 brackets 2a plus 13 minus 1d. Now what is S13? That is sum of the first 13 term. That is 143. So I'm going to write here 143 equals to 13 all over 2 brackets 2a plus 13 minus 1 will be 12d. So the next thing is to what? Multiply through by 2. If I multiply through by 2, what will I have? I'm going to be having 143 times 2, and that will give me 682. 143 times 2 equals to 13 into 2a plus 12d. So the next thing to do is to what? Now what's the next thing to do here? Now if I divide through by, can you see? If I divide through by 13, you know that I'm going to have 143 times 2 divided by 13 equals to 13 into 2a plus 2d all over 13. 13 we cancel 13. 13 in 143, that is 11. So let me clean this side. I believe you have this in your notes now. Let me just manage this side. So I have 6. Yeah. I have 11 times 2 equals to 2a plus 12d. 12 is here. Sorry. 12d. Now, I can see that I can factorize again. I have 11 times 2 into 2 brackets a plus 6d. I can divide through by 2. So I have 11 times 2 divided by 2 equals to 2 into a plus 6d divided by 2. 2 cancel 2. 2 cancel 2. So what I have next is what? I have 11 equals to a plus 6d, equation 2. Now, we should always remember how to solve simultaneous equation. Now, I'm sorry, I don't have a large board. Let's just manage this. Now, the equation 1, from this equation 1, I have a plus 4d equals to 8, equation 1. Then equation 2, I have a plus 6d equals to 11, equation 2. Now, in solving simultaneous equation, listen if you don't know how to solve simultaneous equation. In solving simultaneous equation, we can use elimination method or substitution method or graphical method. Now, we can eliminate this a easily by saying subtract equation 1 from equation 2. Now, if I subtract equation 1 from 2, so I have a minus a, that is 0. So I have 6d minus 2d, so I have 6d minus 4d will give me 2d. 11 minus 8, that will give me what? 3. So my d is going to be 3 all over 2. So I know my common difference. Now the next thing to find is my first term. Finding the first term, we can substitute d in any of these equations, either equation 1 or equation 2. Now, substituting d, substitute d equals to 3 over 2 in equation 1. If I substitute d equals to what? 3 over 2 in equation 1, what will I have? I'm going to have a plus 4 You know, equation 1 is a plus 4d equals to 8. So if I put d here now as 3 over 2, I will have 4 bracket 3 all over 2 equals to what? 8. Now, what's the next thing to do? I know that 2 can go in 4 2 times. So I have a plus 2 times 3, that is 6, equals to 8. Now, if I collect like times, I have 8 equals to a equals to 8 minus 6. Therefore, my a is equals to 2. Meaning that the first term is what? 2. So if the first term is 2, how do we get the question says we should find the AP. We should find the AP. Now, knowing that the common difference is 3 over 2 now, I want to find the AP. So it is easy for me to find the AP. I know that the AP will now be the first term. Let me manage this side. Your first term is 2. To get the second difference, the second term, I had to add what? The common difference. So that means the first term will be what? 2. What will be the second term? The second term will be that 2 plus what? 1.5. So this is 3 over 2 or 1.5. So if I add the next one to this one is going to be 3 all over 3 whole number 1 all over 2 or 5 all over 2 or 3.5. Do you get that now? So if I add the next one, this will be 5. You know that if I add 3.5 plus 1.5, that will give me what? 5.0. So the next term will be what? Will be what? 5. This large.